Hey, hi, welcome Satakshi on this beautiful show which talks about people, and we're here to serve people in the best way we can so that they get inspired with us. So, welcome to the Authors Club show. And
Thank you.
yes, my pleasure. And firstly, I want to really thank you to be a part of this Authors Club and that you also contributed an article in the Billionaire Mindset book, which was the first launch of the Authors Club group. So I really acknowledge you for that and your
Thank you so
contribution.
much. And
Yes.
I'm grateful to you to have given me this opportunity. And it was absolutely wonderful being a part of this book and interacting with such established personalities. And at my age, especially getting to be acquainted to such people is an honor in itself. So I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure mutually. Thank you. All right. So, yes, like I told you, we're here to inspire people and share our golden nuggets, all through. And that's how I created these beautiful episodes and have a show. So, I would love to know a little from you about how your journey has been and how did you get into this Miss India pageantry, and also now that you're doing an international show where you're going to be selected as Miss Charm, right? So
Yes.
would you like to let us know more about your journey and everything about it?
Absolutely. Firstly, thank you for having me here. It's such an honor. And about my journey that is going to start soon. I started back in college. In fact, I my mother had been telling me to apply for Miss India ever since I turned 18. And but then I decided in my mind that I want to go forth with pageantry only when I have a degree backing me, because I cannot rely only on pageantry, because there's so many beautiful women and there's such good competition when it comes to the world of pageantry that you can't solely rely on this. So I wanted a degree backing me. So as soon as I finished my graduation, I decided to apply for Miss India, and I did. And in 2019, I was a Miss India state finalist in the North Zone. And then I continued, I started getting offers after that, and I did a little work. And now that I've been recognized by a lot of pageant communities, I got the chance of representing India as Miss India at Miss Charm International in Vietnam. That is going to happen in October. So I would love for you all to support me with that, because it's a huge opportunity in my life. And
Absolutely.
my end goal had always been to be called India and to represent my country proudly in across the world. And that opportunity coming my way was something straight out of a dream. So and now that I am Miss India, it's an honor and a privilege in itself, and I'm working extremely hard to uh, keep the faith and belief in me of 1.3 billion people, that is our population. And it's a matter of honor to be representing our country.
I'm sure you do. You have all the qualities that are required to be there. So, and I have
Thank you.
personally had several conversations with you as well. And the article that you contributed in the Billionaire Mindset book that you wrote about, you wrote about leadership, right? And it was so inspiring for someone at your age sharing such amazing things on leadership. So, what really got you to that level of thinking where you feel that being there for people and standing as a leader, you actually started being so powerful.
Well, thank you for that acknowledgement. My greatest inspiration has been my father. And as everyone knows, that your basic mindset that is set in your head starts building from your own house. And in your own home is where you learn the most. And then, of course, the exposure that you gain outside of your house. So, my father has always inspired me in so many different ways. He's been a human being par excellence, I'd say, because he's a fantastic human being. He's so giving, and he's extremely intelligent. I've never seen someone as intelligent. He's my go-to dictionary, my atlas, my entire Google in one person. So anything I need to ask, any world history question, anything general knowledge related, anything, I go to him. So seeing him being such a part of my life and seeing him lead his troops in the army and everything, it's totally inspired me into looking at life from a different perspective and looking at things from his perspective, in fact, because when you have a figure that inspires you so much in so many different ways, you tend to really, really look up to them. And seeing my father leading people in the best way possible and people actually respecting him for that
Mhm.
is a great example in itself, and that's what I've always looked up to. So that's what inspired me, and in fact, he is the one who's actually led me to believe in the whole idea of a leadership led by example, because you're not just leading people and just trying to get work done. It's about being there for your team and also being a part of the team. So being an example to them that if my boss can do it, I can do it, and that's what will inspire them. So you lead together and you gain all the wonders in life together. So I think that's the best outcome of it all.
Absolutely, that's very, very true. And you rightly said, that it all starts from our childhood and the way we are brought up. And these are the things
True.
that actually help us in the long term as well. And however, right now it's a huge world of knowledge and a sea of knowledge where people get a lot of things, but we have to make the right choices. And getting into the pool, we make our own mistakes and make our own choices, and we learn from them, right?
Absolutely.
So that's a wonderful thing. And thank you so much for sharing that your dad has been a huge inspiration for you. So, what are
Yeah.
the lessons that you would like to share with our audience today?
So the lessons that I feel that everyone should basically learn from their own mistakes, and my parents have also always let that happen with me and my brother. So everyone should actually fall and then get up and then realize where they faltered, and that's when the best outcome comes out of it. Because when you realize that, okay, this is where I made a mistake and this is why this happened to me, so that is when you know what went wrong and what do you need to do to fix it. So I think these lessons are very important in a person's life, and that is all related to experiences. So I would always want to tell people, experience everything in life and learn from your mistakes and never give up, because you have this one life. And I always tell everyone to live by the mantra of YOLO, you only live once, because it is true and it applies. And the moment you start thinking about life from that perspective, that this is the only life I have to live, everything changes. Everything inspires you to do more, everything inspires you to be more and contribute more, and then find your own purpose, because everyone in life has a purpose. And if you achieve that purpose, if you fulfill that purpose, you live a fulfilled life. And it's very mundane to not have a purpose in life. It's always good to aim and achieve your aim, and it's then up to yourself. People can only lead you and guide you to a certain limit, but beyond that, it's your own experiences that you learn from. So I would tell
True.
people to completely live their lives and not give up.
Absolutely, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I know
Yeah.
you do come from a family of army men, right? You were sharing this last time when we all had a catch up. Do you want to
Yes.
share any of the barriers that you had, or something that you explored for yourself in the journey?
So, coming from an army background, I'm not just from a very basic army background. I've had 6 generations of my family serve the country. So, we are true patriots at heart. And at any given point, if I'm given an opportunity to go and serve my country or lay my life for my country, I'd honestly, without a doubt, go for it. And without a second thought, I would do it, because
Super.
that is in my blood. But being said, I'd say that my parents have been absolutely supportive of my dreams and everything that I've wanted to achieve in life. And in fact, when I told them that I want to apply for the army and I want to do this by myself and all that, the first thing they told me was that, see, we've given you this life, or your entire family has been in the same field. And even my brother is now the 6th generation from my family in the same field. They told me to explore other fields. They told me to do as my heart desires, but explore the world and not just be stuck in the same line as everyone in my family. And at the end of it, of course, I felt bad. I was like, I want to join the army, I want to serve my country. But they were like, there's so much more that you can do, and there's so much more that you can contribute to your society and to the people and to your country in such different
Yes.
ways. So you must explore different fields. And there was honestly no barrier, because thankfully I've been blessed with a family who's been extremely supportive. So I hope everyone has a family out there who supports their dreams and it makes them want to do more.
True. Yes. It basically sets in a right foundation for us to, have a ground where we can make the mistakes and then come out of them as well. So that is really
Absolutely.
beautiful about having someone to support you. So
Absolutely.
yeah, thank you so much for sharing all of this. And is there anything that you want to share from the article that you have written?
So, from the article that I've written, as I mentioned, it's as you mentioned, in fact, that it's about leadership. So, what I've written about is leadership 2.0 in the modern world. So, it's not just about any basic form of leadership, because we honestly live in a time where technology has a major role to play in our lives, and there's so many advancements. So, you can't have a very primitive way of leadership. You have to evolve with times, and you have to know what's going on currently in the world, and you have to be adept with new technology and what the field demands that you're in. So I've written about that, and I've also written about the people who've inspired youngsters across the globe to achieve more and to be examples of leadership form par excellence. So I've written about that, and I've also written about what inspired me initially. So in 2000, I think 2013, I was visiting the Indian Military Academy in Dehradun, and I read this credo. That's my father's alma mater and my brother's alma mater. So I read this credo. So it says that the comfort of my country comes first, then comes the comfort of my men, the men that I lead, and the last thing that comes is the comfort of myself. So you place yourself at the end. So that is what a true leader should do. You know, you have to put your um, entire focus of your aim first, then the comfort of your people, because those are the people who are going to get you to that point, who are going to be supporting you and who are going to lead you to that point. And then comes your own comfort. So you've made a goal, you've got a team who's going to help you achieve it, and then
Yes.
you are the driving force. So if you put yourself above and beyond everyone else, you're not going to get there. You have to push people and take them along with you, and that's when you achieve bigger goals in life. And that's what I've written about.
Great. That's really amazing. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
sharing such amazing insights. And, the other thing that I wanted to tell you about is technology. You spoke about technology, and, I had personally a lot of resistance to technology and learning new things. And now, whether I like it or not, that's a different thing. I'm just removing this mindset of mine that I cannot do technology work with technology anymore, because the whole world is just surrounded by it, right? Like, it's
Absolutely.
reality now, and we have to face it, whether you accept it or not. You have to accept it. There is no other option. So it's really
Absolutely.
amazing. But I know, even though I resisted it for a while, at this point of time, I'm someone who is all out to explore everything around all possible technology. Okay. So over a period of
Absolutely.
time, I had to evolve, with the crowd and with everything that's happening around, for us to be where we are today, right? So thank you so
Absolutely.
much for everything that you shared. It's really inspiring that you're doing so much at this age. And yes,
Thank
and
you.
you share this voting option for me when you go to Vietnam for your Miss Charm. And I will make sure that I do everything that I can do from my side in order to get votes for you. Okay.
So thank you so much for having me, and it was an absolute pleasure. And since you mentioned voting, I'd like to tell the people who are watching that don't just vote for me, vote for India, because I am representing India. And if you want to put India on the world map, please do vote and send in your love and wishes. And I hope to represent our country with my very best. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It's a pride and privilege to vote for you. You are beautiful and exactly, I mean, you have all those qualities that are needed in order to get you there.
Thank you.
And I mean, along with you, we, of course, India is our pride. So I'm sure every Indian who's listening to this will vote for you. Thank you
Thank you.
so
Thank
much
you
for
so
that.
much. Thank
Take
you.
care and all the
Thank you for
best.
having me.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you. Bye bye.